Good morning guys, and welcome back to Cyclopedia. Today, because of the heightened restrictions, I'm trying to not travel around as much. So today we've got something special. I'm actually at the void deck of a HDB block in Pondo, and in a moment I'm going to meet a viewer who has very kindly invited me to their house to learn some more about one of Singapore's lesser known ethnic groups, and also they've invited me to have lunch and talk about some old memories. And to be honest, I'm really looking forward to it, because you can only learn so much from reading online sources and books. You can always find out a lot more interesting stories and information by talking to people. And this guy has invited me to his house to meet him and his parents, and I'm sure we're gonna learn a lot of interesting and cool stuff. Alright, so he's here now. Hi.
Hey Richard.
Hi Bob. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay.
Hi,
You're gonna teach me something about Baweanese people?
Oh yes, the Boyanese people.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
I can start the door?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Mr. Hairi.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Mr.
Richard. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much for inviting me to your home.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Have a seat.
Pulau Bawean, or Bawean Island, is a small landmass roughly 3.5 times smaller than Singapore, that lies 120 kilometers north of Surabaya in the middle of the Java Sea. As Bawean is a small island, the Baweanese are traditionally a migratory people, travelling overseas to look for work opportunities. For this reason, Bawean Island is also known as Pulau Puteri, or Princess Island, as the majority of the population is female. Baweanese began migrating to Singapore shortly after the British established the island as a trading post in 1819. Here they are also known as the Boyanese. This misnomer originates from the colonials being unable to pronounce their name properly, and over the years it stuck. Before you contacted me, I'd heard of this place, but I had no idea where it was. So I looked up on the map, and then I saw this small island,
yes,
just north of Java, right? But it's still quite far from Singapore.
It's good. It's quite far from Singapore.
So
it's very far.
My first thought was, 100 and 200 years ago or so, that's a long trip.
It's a long
come
trip.
to
Yes.
Singapore.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what I know is that the Boyanese or the Baweanese males, especially from the island, they have this thing in them called merantau,
Which is basically traveling, looking for a better life. That kind of thing. Reaching a certain age, they will just go out of the island and go somewhere.
So obviously, it's part of life to go overseas, trying to find
at least mainland Indonesia, at least that kind of thing. Yeah. But lots of them go to other countries.
Okay.
Many came to Singapore and stayed here after that.
The Nusantara, they are all seafarers. So there's no boundary for them. They come to Singapore to any other part of the island.
So that would be my father's grandfather, my great grandfather.
Wow. And what do you know? What year that would have been? Or?
Lebih kurang bila Pak?
Yeah.
Dia punya tu masa dia datang sini.
I wasn't born yet.
Good answer.
So it's probably
Most
like
of them from Boyan Island, they came to Singapore.
it's probably before World War II. Before World War II.
1930.
Oh, okay.
World War II is about 40 years.
Because I was reading the history.
Yeah,
And it said that
it was way before.
yeah, the first ones came over straight after
1800s probably.
1820s or something like that. And then when the steamboats became, more and more people came over because they knew it was a good place to come and make some money. And
So my family was probably the later ones.
I read the first Baweanese who came over, they started working for the British
Yes.
And the colonialists, because nobody else wanted. Like maybe the Chinese, they all kept themselves to
They have their own
themselves.
things to do over here.
A lot of them basically were in horses, stables, cars, drivers, chauffeurs, gardeners.
Yeah, because I read that obviously when cars came around the turn of the 20th century, then obviously the horses were phased out, and so when there's no horses, you've got to find a new kind of work to do. So that's why
It's the new transport.
Transition into being drivers.
Drivers.
It's very interesting for me, like how the development of technology affects the way people, earn a living.
Her father was a chauffeur for, I think, one of the British casinos.
They lived, her family lived in the Istana for some time.
Wow,
that
the big
Istana.
one. Because there's many Istanas in Singapore.
Yeah, the big one.
About the big one.
Yeah.
Seabreeze Lodge, my aunt's family used to live there. My mom's sister.
Mom's sister used to work.
For the family
Right.
of the Seabreeze Lodge.
So that was built, I think, a long time ago by this person called Chua Kim Kiat. And I think during my mom's sister's time over there, it was already under his son.
Eric
Yeah. His name is on the
there.
gate, yeah.
So they lived there for quite some time, quite a long time in fact. 53 to 79.
At that time it was 50s, it was still on the beach, right?
Yes, 5 meters from the beach.
The steps would lead down, the
down,
beach would be like
It would
something
be like somewhere.
here, right?
Yeah.
So my late uncle was the driver for.
So a Pondo is basically a communal longhouse.
Kampung village style.
Right.
So once you're in the village, you are everybody's, you are relative to everybody.
Right, okay.
They are not very good with one village or the other. That was a long time ago.
A lot of rivalry between the
That sort of
villages.
thing. That means, bachelors from this village will not go to get some splinters of that village. They really look after their own. So when they came to Singapore, this thing still is on this type of system. Boyanese original food is actually the inside of a cucumber, sea cucumber.
Okay.
They call it gamat. Gamat is called gamat.
Sea cucumber.
Sea cucumber is called gamat. They preserve it in salt. Put it. After sometimes fermented, and then sometimes they put mango or sometimes they put chili, and that's used to as the Chinese using sauce. Yes.
Roti Boyan.
So it's basically mashed potato with
Basically, is translated as egg bread,
Okay.
or bread with eggs inside.
But traditionally it's not deep
It
fried.
is sort of.
you just grease the pan and sort of like.
You've learned something today. Traditional roti boyan is not deep fried. Alright, there you go. Very educational.
It's a bit healthy. It's not.
Yeah, healthier as well. So, as I saw in this article, it
Yes.
says
Yes.
if you went back to the island and said, let's have some of this traditional snack, they would
Yes.
say, what traditional
Yes.
snack, right? Because it's actually originated.
It originates somewhere between Singapore and Malaysia.
Not so sure the Boyanese from which area first cooked this dish, but you know.
So it's kind of like unique to Singapore and Malaysia.
Yes.
Well, we're just about to have lunch and I feel very privileged because it looks absolutely beautiful. We've got, so can you introduce the dishes to me now? We've got this one is the roti.
With telur. Inside you have the mashed potato and egg.
Okay, and then
This
we've
is
got
the
sambal.
Sambal, this one is, ini apa lah? Sambal
Ikan bilis.
ikan bilis.
Okay.
Ikan bilis sambal.
Then
Anchovy.
we've got some
Anchovy.
fried fish.
Fried fish, tuna.
wow.
Favorite fish for the
Fried
Boyanese.
tuna, favorite fish of Boyanese, and then we've got
Rendang.
rendang. Okay, yeah. Is that beef rendang?
Beef
Okay.
rendang.
Yeah.
So this is the roti boyan, the plain one, which is like prata.
Yeah.
I don't know where to start. There's so much.
This actually is
Thank you.
This one inside potato.
Potato inside.
Potato and mashed potato and
Semua tak panas ke?
Tak. Makan.
Yeah. So you eat it with sambal. Or
Yeah.
sorry,
That's
traditionally eaten with this.
Yeah,
And
this
that.
one looks nice.
Yeah.
Is it very, very spicy?
It should be.
Yeah? I'll take a little bit then. I like spicy food.
we try it first.
Nice, spicy. I will be sweating later. So the traditional way is to eat the
this
plain
with
one.
this with this.
Okay. I'm learning something. So we have the one with potato you're supposed to eat with the sambal, and then the plain one you're supposed to eat with the tuna.
Roti first, then you bite the.
Oh, okay. I'll do that.
Then you bite
Yeah,
the fish.
Yeah, that way.
Easier that way.
Very nice. So did you do like this?
Yeah, that's how we do it.
Okay, so we've got the roti
Telur.
roti telur
Yeah.
with sambal, homemade sambal, right?
Yes, homemade.
No.
Yeah.
It's very light and fluffy. It's nice, very nice. Thank you. That's the first time I've had this. So, wow, the sambal is very spicy. Nice though.
Important development in Singapore and so on.
The rendang is very nice. Very nice, thank you. So you're saying that one of your family...
Yes, my mom's sister. My mom's sister, her father was actually taken away during the Japanese occupation to do what we don't know. Yeah,
But he was
probably.
just taken north.
Yeah, he was just taken away for labor, probably. Yeah, but he was just taken away by the
Even to
Japanese.
Thailand,
And you never heard anything
Never
after
heard
again?
after that. Yeah, we
not
never
heard
heard
of.
Wow.
So yeah.
Probably to work on a railway or something like that.
They're building the rail island. That's where everybody
So that was during
taken
the
over there.
I read somewhere that thousands of people from Java were taken to different country, and then when the war ended, there was no way for them to come back home,
yeah.
so they just basically stay there and become locals, you know, in different country. I can't remember if it was Thailand or Burma or somewhere like that. That part of history hasn't really been documented
Okay.
very well, because I think because of language, right? The Europeans will write the history about the war, right? Whereas the Indonesians, they didn't have the chance to write.
To write,
it.
yeah.
It's more kind of verbal.
Verbal kind of, yeah, passed down from people to people.
This one is it's a traditional Baweanese dip. Right, so I'm going to try some now.
They're so salty.
It's okay. Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yes,
Like
it's
that?
good. Yeah, that will do. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So it's sort of just like to flavor your.
Yeah. And you break off some tuna and. It's salty, yeah.
Yeah, so
And now I'm going to try budu, which is
Kelantanese dip.
Kelantanese dip. There it is.
About the same as the other one. Yeah.
Then we break off some fish.
You can even like it's okay.
Oh, the taste is very different. Much like stronger.
Stronger fish.
Is it tamarind in that one? Is it? Or
Probably some tamarind.
Oh, nice. Budu. It's good.
Budut is better. Donut is more salty.
This one very salty.
Very salty.
This one has kind of more of a
Ocean
tang
tang,
flavour, like a tang. Yeah. Now I finished eating. It was really, really nice. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Really delicious food. I'm so full. Now I'm going to wash my hands using the traditional.
I think most people will call it kubuan.
Okay, I don't know how to say that, but yeah, we're going to use this to wash my hands.
Kubuan.
How do I do it? Do you...
Okay, you just put your hands
the
over
host will do it for you.
the host will do it for you. Yeah.
Ah,
So that's running, right?
yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Very
You're most
interesting
welcome.
and
You're
very
most
nice to
welcome.
meet you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your delicious food. Oh, thank you. Thank you again.
You're most welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much. So we've come to the end of today's video. It was a really enjoyable couple of hours meeting Bob and his parents and talking about the Baweanese and trying some delicious Baweanese food, and I've really enjoyed it and I hope you have too. I'd just like to say a huge thank you to Bob and his parents for inviting me into their home and telling me about their life. So that's it for today. I'm just about to head home now. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a like, as it really helps the video. And if you haven't already and you like my content, then please consider subscribing. And if you would like to catch my adventures every Saturday morning, you can always hit the bell for notifications. And as always, just before I go, I'd like to say thanks to everybody who's bought me a coffee. Remember, 3 or 5 coffees and you can get a Hyclopedia patch. There's about 3 or 4 left, I think now, running out soon. So yeah, get in if you want one. So that's it for today, guys. I'll see you next week. Take it easy. Over and out.